Jim, so agents are constantly working with buyers and they're trying to figure out what's going on in the mortgage market. It's something we have to pay attention to, but not necessarily excited about. So what is the most common type of loan you're seeing your buyers use right now?
It's really two different loans. I mean, the most common is conventional or FHA. Conventional is the route we try to go because there's just less fees with a conventional loan, but it depends on their credit score and how much they're wanting to put down on if we're going conventional or FHA. But I'd say those are the two most common types of loans that we're doing right now.
And what's the one thing you wish agents really understood about either of those loan products?
Appraisals. Conventional is way more easy when it comes to appraisals, where FHA or any government loan, they're way more picky. If there's peeling paint, broken windows, open electric, FHA is going to call that out, where conventional, you can typically get by with that.
So appraisals, how much influence do you carry over appraisals? Because I think agents think you have more than you do.
No, we have zero influence. Like, we don't even get to pick who the appraiser is. I typically don't even know who the appraiser is until I get the report back in. They wanted to keep us separate so there's no conflict of interest, steering appraisals as far as valuations go. So no, we have no impact on that.
All right. And when someone is working with you, one of the things I've noticed about you when you're communicating with buyers is that you're pretty clear about what not to do when you're applying for a mortgage and then while you're waiting to close on your home. And yet it still doesn't get through, right?
I mean, there's things that come up. Like, we try to advise as much as possible up front, like, don't take on any new debts, don't quit your job, don't make any large cash deposits. And we try to advise that up front. We have borrowers sign documents telling them not to do that, and that still happens. If I've had to give one piece of advice, it'd be just listen to your loan officer, because they're going to tell you what not to do. That way you can get to closing on time.
So the agent is able to back you up on that by having those conversations. That's what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. If you can tell them what not to do, and I can tell them what not to do, hopefully they don't do those things.
All right, fantastic. Before we close this out, is there any one thing else that you want agents to know?
Yes. So the biggest misconception is us loan officers, we are not underwriters. We're almost like the middlemen. Like, whoever we're going through as far as the lender, there's an underwriter who has to follow the Fannie, Freddie, FHA guidelines, and those are always changing. So they change them monthly, weekly. So the underwriters are always having to ask for new things or updated things. So that's not the loan officer asking for that. That's the underwriter asking for that. So just keep that in mind. It's not the loan officer who's asking for more paperwork. Underwriters needing it to get the clear to close.
Well, and from an agent point of view, it can get very frustrating, one more thing, because the buyers are getting frustrated and they're saying, what is going on here, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But here's the deal. Agents, the line I used to use with my buyers was this: hey, you can either get them all the docs they want, all the information they want, and follow the guidelines, or you cannot get the house. Which do you want to do?
That's correct. You got to put a little bit of work into getting a house. Hopefully it's worth it in the end.
Yeah, because they're not just handing you $300,000.
Yeah, right? We want to make sure you can pay it back. Yeah.
All right. Guys, hey, Jim, thanks for the time, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.